and specifically I'm going to be talking to you guys about what my new YouTube-oriented channel is going to be like. I'm definitely going to stick to posting tutorials mostly because I want to be able to spread my knowledge of graphic design and video stuff as far spread as I possibly can, because I do know a lot of really cool shit, and it's like I know how to do all this cool shit that a lot of people don't know how to do. And like, this is stuff I remember just a couple years back. I was just kind of chilling in my room, or not chilling in my room, I was in my basement, and I had this really piece of shit PC, and I was playing Gary's Mod and trying to record in Fraps, and I had the worst fucking piece of shit frame rate ever. Like, it was like 14 frames a second in like 480p. It was just dick. And I kept on trying to play and record, and I was editing in this really shitty software. I can't even remember the name of it. It was just a complete piece of shit. Like, it sucked so bad, I swear to God. And I remember in high school, or I'm in high school now, I'm a senior, but I took graphic design. I took graphics 1, and I remember there was this guy. He was like a student teacher. His name was Mr. Nick, and he's the one that introduced me to a program called After Effects. And right off the bat, After Effects was kind of like, I was at this like moment of, it was just like, oh my god, this program can do absolutely everything I've been trying so hard to do. Like, I was trying to search the internet. I would just Google like free video editing software, and I didn't know, like, I couldn't put the actual words into Google of what to search to find. Like, I mean, I pay for the Adobe Creative Suite now, but like, and I just kept on looking up for free, because I didn't want to pay for anything. And regardless of that, like, I guess I could have like torrented it then if I really knew what, excuse me, if I knew what After Effects was. But, oh my god, I'm burping. Okay, at the time, I never even knew of After Effects or I knew Photoshop. I've heard the name Photoshop, but I didn't know there was an actual little blue square with the PS on it for Photoshop, and I didn't know Illustrator, After Effects, Premiere, Flash, Cinema 4D, and this everything, all this massive professional world of this video editing and graphics that I just never knew. And it's funny because I picked up on it so quickly, like, it was ridiculous. It's almost crazy just to believe, like, because every single day at lunch, I would go in, because I had a lunch, which is like the first lunch at high school, and I wouldn't even go to the lunchroom. I would just stay there in class, just fucking in After Effects, just fucking around, and it was just so much fun. And Mr. Nick would always sit there, and he would always just teach me stuff. Like, he would just help me out, and he'd be like, "Oh, good job, just keep practicing at it." And then I remember, like, this within the first week, I went home, and I installed a trial of After Effects on this piece of shit laptop I had. And this was a really piece of shit laptop. Like, I had i3s with 4 gigs of RAM. Thanks to my brother, it ended up having 12, and that really helped out for a while. Like, if you have more RAM, After Effects will work. Like, the more RAM, the better when it comes to After Effects. Just remember that. Like, because After Effects isn't all GPU. It's a lot of CPU and a lot of RAM, and this I'm going off topic. Anyways, After Effects, oh my god, I just started watching tutorials, and I was like, oh my god, you can do all this cool shit, and I just went so crazy, and I had so much motherfucking fun. And I remember the first actual video, like, that I shot and edited myself in After Effects was, I just decided to, like, take my friend's piece of shit camcorder, record another one of our friends, Michael, walking down in the driveway, and then he jumps out, and then he runs out of frame as I try to hold the camera as still as possible. And I ended up rotoscoping him, and I made him look like he was flying, and I added this really cool smoke effect before I knew, because this is like, yeah, and I tried to make smoke in After Effects. Like, that's how you know you're a fucking noob. Like, I didn't know you could just, like, use the shockwave pack from Video Copilot or anything, and just fucking place it there and put it in the right position, then just key light that shit out and just make it nice and, or you could just put it to screen mode, and then it would just take out the black background. But anyways, besides that, it was fun. I had so much fun, and I was just hooked instantly, and I was just so passionate about it, and I just did it so much, day by day by day, and I just got so much better at it. And then, like, I started getting to the point where there was this other kid, and me and him are kind of like frenemies, because we're so competitive on the same shit. Like, he got a MacBook Pro, I got a MacBook Pro, He had an Elgato. I never got an Elgato, but that's regardless. We would always play video games together, but like we both were very, very skilled in the whole graphic design video thing. We both know Photoshop, we both know Illustrator, or not Illustrator, we both know Photoshop, we both know After Effects very well. Like, and he knows Cinema 4D slightly better than I do, but like I never really centered myself to really learn Cinema 4D. Like, I fucking ninja focused in After Effects. I learned that shit in like 2 days. Like, I had it down. And this is from someone, like, I just had no idea how in the fuck to use this program. I was looking at shit and I didn't understand it. I didn't understand how a timeline worked, what these tools did, what the hell any of these, how to add effects to shit. Like, I know my way around After Effects fucking easily now. I don't even have to think about it. Like, I just know the way things work, and I can look at something that isn't video and say, okay, if I do this, this is what it's gonna do to the video. Like, I don't have to see the video to know what this is gonna do, and I can just kind of guesstimate and move shit around with all the different layers in the timeline to make stuff the way I want it to be. And it is so much fun now that I actually know the program, and the fact that I dedicated myself so much time I spent. Like, it was at least 2 hours a day, every single day of the school year, just in After Effects, and that isn't even including all the time I spent watching tutorials and stuff at home and stuff. But like, for the most part, it was just me. It wasn't the tutorials that really got me to where I was. It's the fact that I would watch the tutorials to learn my way around After Effects and to learn how to do specific things, and then I'm gonna take these things and I would try to just tinker with them, change shit around, change the values of stuff, just fuck with everything. There was literally nothing. There was no mistakes. I mean, like, you could have done something wrong to make it look like shit, but I mean, that was your shit. It was something you did, and it was a thing that you created, and it just felt so fucking good. And I know that not everybody has the ability to do all the shit I did. And to take 2 hours out of your day every single day for like an entire year just to dedicate yourself to learning one thing, and of course in the class time, like, because I would go there in class and at lunch, and like my class was first hour, and then my lunch was after third hour, so it was like I had a little bit of break in between here and there, but like and that's another reason why I got so good at Photoshop too, because I would go in there and I wanted to work in After Effects so bad. I just forced myself to get good at Photoshop. Like, I wanted to finish the Photoshop stuff so I could go into After Effects. Like, After Effects was my free time. After Effects, to me, playing in that wasn't like a burden or anything. That wasn't it wasn't work. It was playing. It was like just playing a game. And because I just so desperately wanted to create shit like this for so long, and like, you give me the tools I need to create something, and creating it isn't work. It just felt like a game, and it was so much fun. And that's something that you really, to get to the level of skill and requirement, excuse me, I that kind of talked myself in a circle there. Anyways, to get to the level of skill and just into the professionality. God damn, I keep on talking myself in circles. Okay, because I'm trying to put this into words, but it's so hard. Okay, to get to the level of skill that I am at, to not say that there are people better than me, because there are bajillions of people better than me, but like, just to get to the level of skill that I'm at in After Effects, at least I consider myself to be, you can't just watch tutorials and do it every now and then and expect to learn and expect to create your own things, because that isn't how learning works. And it isn't just a learning factor, it's the fact that, like, I dedicated myself to doing this. Like, I want to go to college for this now next year, and I want to keep doing this, and it's fun. But like, if that drive to keep doing it, and if it isn't fun for you like that, I just don't know, no matter how good you get, if it's ever gonna be fun. I was having fun when my work was complete shit. I mean, I would watch it back afterwards, and one thing that would strive me to keep going is that I wanted it to look better. It's not that, like, oh, I can just keep doing this just because I love playing in the program to get no results. It's like, I was watching myself progress, and I was getting better and better and better, and it was just so cool. And it felt like so much fun. And not only that, it is as blatantly clear to me that I had a natural type of I just had a natural niche for this, and it was fun. I had so much fun just fucking in After Effects. And once I got good at that, then I started installing plugins for After Effects, like Element 3D, or Trapcode Form, or Trapcode Particular. And one thing, this is a really big one, and I'm sure you all know this. This is, or not, I'm sure you don't, I don't know why I said that. I'm sure a lot of people that know their stuff probably have heard of Magic Bullet Looks, and this is a color correction. This is a color correction add-on in After Effects and Photoshop, and I'm pretty sure Final Cut Pro too. And this is one of my favorite plugins, just because even it works its magic in video too. But like, I've created like any artwork I've made in Photoshop for graphic design or anything, I can almost guarantee Magic Bullet Looks will improve it just a tick, and it'll make it look just a little dial for just the tiniest amount more. But and also, if you really wanted to, it can make stuff look different, and you can just keep on playing around with filters. You can do all this organic shit, and you can organically make a lot of shit in Photoshop, but then just playing with filters and Magic Bullet Looks, you can make something look completely differently. Like, you could invert it, apply a Mexicali filter in Magic Bullet Looks, and then you could go into the filter gallery, and you could go to one of the artistic brushes, and you could get like the Daubs brush, and you could just make it look all fucking cool, and it would look fucking sweet, and you could just do all this shit. Then you could go back into Magic Bullet Looks, and then you could apply a pincushion effect to it, and it would just look, and you'd have this really nice RGB split, or this chromatic dispersion, and it would look so fucking cool. And I've been talking for almost 12 minutes now. Holy shit, that's a long time. Okay, I'm probably gonna wrap up the video now, but I would love to continue talking more to you guys later. That was just my story about how the hell I got into graphic design and video stuff. And if you want to share this, I'd really appreciate it. But if you don't, then I don't know why the fuck you're watching my videos, because I'm trying to spread my channel like a fucking virus. Okay? So please, actually spread me around a little bit. Like, I'm not asking you to go up to your parents and be like, Mom, look at this shit. I got some shit for you to watch. I'm gonna take this shit and watch some shit. No, don't do that. But if you're feeling generous, spread me through social media. Maybe only if you're feeling generous. To say, hey, this video is funny, or hey, I learned something cool. Hey, if you wanted to learn how to do this, watch this. Dude, be like, hey, I learned some really cool shit from this shit, so you should subscribe to this shit and like this shit, bitch. Alright guys, this is Ravius Designs, or Nick, or whatever the hell you want to call me. I don't give a damn if you call me Bertha. But I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.